tired of being poor as fuck. Ready to fix my Chevy truck. Tired of all the Bears bullshit. Ready for rates cut. I'm ready to market rip, 'cause I just wanna be rich as fuck. That's right, I'm tired of all the bearishness. I'm ready for these rate cuts, and I'm ready to be rich as fuck. Alright, so fear and greed is back to 32. You know, we conquered 85,000 again today. And then we're losing it now. Asian markets just open, and the bears have taken control of the price once again. You know? It is what it is, boys. There's a lot of beef going on with Jay Powell and Trump. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's see. Trump amps up feud with Fed over rates. Accuses Powell of playing politics. Just going to read the highlights here. Trump says rates should be following in U.S. as in Europe. Fed is keeping rates on hold, concerned with tariffs will drive up inflation. Trump says Powell would leave if asked. Powell has said he would not. So basically, everyone else is printing money. Europe, China, basically everybody's printing money but us, and Trump's getting pissed off with him. I mean, he really should have cut rates already. Like, they look at this stuff, inflation's coming down. This is just getting ridiculous at this point, and they need to he needs to get with the program, you know? Get with the program, JPZ, because we need to be getting rich over here. I'm trying to print gains. I'm not trying to be poor. All right, let's look at the CME FedWatch tool. These are the probabilities for July. We're at 100%, all right? Let me go back to the May one, though. Let me go back to the May. 13%. What? You know? I'm tired of being poor as fuck. You know? Now let's go to the June meeting. Look at the probability for that. 61%. Let's fucking go. And like I said, the July one is at 100. So now let's go to the poly market. I've been looking at this lately to kind of get my predictions for the same thing. Now most people are pricing in, they're gambling and betting on this, or speculating. 90% chance of no change in May. Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't want to know what just happened. Oh my lord. Alright, so May is 90% chance of no change. June, 46% chance. And July, they're saying it's a 53% chance of no change. But I trust the CME FedWatch more than this, because this is just people gambling. But basically, yeah, let me just play this little clip for you. Basically talking about Trump and Powell real quick, like 1 minute.
I don't think he's doing the job. He's too late, always too late, a little slow, and I'm not happy with him. I let him know it, and if I want him out, he'll be out of there real fast, believe me.
President Trump's comments come after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said Donald Trump's on-again, off-again tariffs were highly likely to fuel inflation and slow growth. Powell noted in his Economic Club speech that the Fed's independence is a matter of law.
Congress has, in our statute, we're not removable except for cause. We serve very long terms, seemingly endless terms. So we're protected in the law. So, Congress could change that law, but I don't think there's any danger of that.
Old snake in the grass looking ass boy. But yeah, Powell, man, he's playing politics at this point, because when Biden asked him to print money, he was just like, okay, bro, how many fucking zeros? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, enter. You need it again, bro? Enter, 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 enter. You know? And now that Trump's trying to ask him, he's like, oh, fuck you. Nope. Nope, no rate cuts. Nope. And he also said there's going to be a no Fed put. I couldn't find the clip of it, but during his interview during the Chicago meeting, club meeting or whatever on Wednesday, people were asking him questions, and they said if the stock market crashed, would they do a Fed put, which is basically like the Federal Reserve stepping in to save the markets, with them doing liquidity injections or rate cuts. And he was just like, no. He was like, I mean, dude, he's playing favorites. He doesn't like Trump, so he's trying to just be a dick, you know? He's a fucking 6-foot walking dick. That, you know, he's just fucking everybody raw. Just opening America's butthole and dropping jizz bombs all in there, you know? Crazy, man. It's crazy. J Powell, you need to get the fuck out. Because you know what? I'm ready for these rate cuts. I'm ready to do one thing, guys. Print these fucking gains. Print those fucking gains. Alright. Now let's get into a little more bullishness. More bullishness here. 4 reasons why Bitcoin price could rally to 90K in April. Yeah, I hope we do, because I'm tired of this bearishness out here. Monetary stimulus in China and Europe increase investors' focus on Bitcoin price. U.S. Federal Reserve is under political pressure to cut rates as the DXY weakens. Bitcoin's decoupling from traditional markets continue to gain attention. Let's fucking go. Global stimulus rises as the U.S. economy shows early weaknesses. As central banks respond to the threat of an economic recession, the chances of an increase in monetary supply are rising. While the U.S. Federal Reserve has held off on lowering interest rates or expanding its balance sheet, other nations have already taken such steps. In fact, they have. Everyone else is printing money except us, because J Powell is a 6-foot walking penis. And he's fucking everybody. He's fucking us raw and just dropping jizz bombs all over us. It's a fucking joke. This puts more pressure on the U.S. economy, which is starting to show signs of weakness. In China, new bank loans in March rebounded more than expected to $500 billion. Damn, they're printing the fuck out of money. Over 20% higher than analysts had predicted, and a strong recovery from the previous month's decline. According to Reuters, the PBOC has promised to increase stimulus measures to reduce the impact of the trade war. Like I said, I've talked about this in previous videos, guys. China is debasing their currency with the money printer to offset these tariffs, because they're increasing, the attractiveness of trade with them with cheap shit, you know. That's what China does. They sell shitty-ass cheap products, and they mass-produce them. And now they're making them cheaper because they're trying to offset these tariffs. That's what they're doing. Printing the fuck out of money, you know. Printing that money, boy. On April 17th, the European Central Bank cut interest rates for the 7th time in a year to support the Eurozone economy. Bro, they're over there they've cut 7 times and we haven't cut shit. Deal with the program, Mr. fucking 6-foot walking penis. The ECP lowered the cost of capital to its lowest level since late 2022. Several investment banks have also reduced their inflation forecast for the region, as the tariff war could reduce the region's gross domestic product by 0.5%, according to Reuters. Weaker U.S. dollar and Bitcoin miners' long-term commitment. Further adding pressure on the U.S. Federal Reserve to end its restrictive monetary policies, the weakening of the U.S. dollar compared to major global currencies, as the DXY index has dropped to its lowest level in 3 years. Guys, another thing, when the DXY is usually dropping, Bitcoin usually fucking pumps. And not every time, but it's just a good indicator to see that the shit's about to rip faces off, you know? It's a good indicator to do this, to print those fucking gains. Alright. Yeah. Investor confidence has also been hurt by U.S. President Donald Trump's public criticism of Fed Chair Powell's administration. The situation makes it harder for the U.S. Treasury to rely on issuing treasuries to stay afloat, which further weakens the U.S. dollar. President Trump even said that Powell's removal cannot come fast enough, while also calling for lower interest rates. And yeah, I agree with his ass, because Powell's a dick. Here's another thing I want to talk about. When gold price hits new highs, history shows Bitcoin follows within 150 days. Let's go. And gold has been ripping, bro. Gold has been ripping. And there's a chart on here. Here we go. Let me zoom in on here. All right, so this one's gold and this one's Bitcoin. Look at gold hit new highs, and Bitcoin is just kind of like, you know, fucking hit that new all-time high a few months ago, and it's just like kind of following down a little bit, kind of stalling, you know. But, you know, gold has been ripping. So Bitcoin is not, it's soon to be, it's going to be lagging behind it. It's going to rip faces off. People are going to be caught off guard. Don't fuck around and get caught with your pants down. You need to be prepared for this shit because it's going to happen. They're going to start printing money soon. Here it goes, in quotation. When the printer roars for life, gold sniffs it out first, then Bitcoin follows harder. Let's go. I'm gonna slaughter the fucking bears. Off with their fucking heads. Off with their fucking heads. All right. But yeah, let me get into some more stuff I just want to share real quick. Let's see what I saw on Twitter. Just in, President Trump says he wants Fed Chair Powell out. And also, this was 8 hours ago. President Trump said the U.S. will make a deal with China. Oh, China. Let's see what else they got going on here. Look at fucking Trump. Italy's Prime Minister Meloni says, I am sure we will make a deal on tariffs. So guys, we got these trade deals coming in. President Trump trying to fucking get Powell kicked out. I mean, hopefully Powell will get with the program because he's got a lot of pressure on him right now. Everyone else is printing. Literally every fucking buddy's printing except him. It's fucking bullshit. So it's time to get with the program, stop being a 6-foot walking penis, and do what you're supposed to do. You know? If you can't read the room, maybe you shouldn't be in there, buddy. Just in. President Trump to meet with Italian Prime Minister Meloni today to discuss a new trade deal. Yeah, and they said they were working on that. Oh yeah, NVIDIA is over there in China. They went there to talk to China. And how I feel about this is, I feel like, you know, he might be like Trump's like guy trying to like work a deal or something, you know? Because they're the ones that have all those chips and stuff that China needs. And also, NVIDIA needs China to, you know, they're going to lose a lot of fucking sales and stuff if they don't have Chinese people buying those chips. Because it's like a lot of Chinese people are buying shit from NVIDIA. So, yeah. Here's another thing. Just in, Binance says multiple governments and sovereign wealth funds have approached the company about creating crypto reserves. That's bullish. That's pretty bullish. All right, here's something. Oh yeah, here's Trump's actual tweet. The ECB, that's the European Central Bank, is expected to cut interest rates for the 7th time, and yet too late Jerome Powell of the Fed, who was always too late and wrong, yesterday issued a report which was another and typical complete mess. Oil prices are down, groceries, even eggs are down, and the USA is getting rich on tariffs. Too late should have lowered interest rates, like the ECB, long ago. But he should certainly lower them now. Powell's termination cannot come fast enough. Say it again, boy. Say it again, Trump. And listen, this guy's funny. It's just like not Jerome Powell. It's like a satire page. Oh yeah, this is funny. Hold on. I gotta find the one. Look at this. Jerome, I'm not leaving. Money printer. What does that say? Honey gun? What the fuck? Let me see. This shit's funny. He has some other shit on here that was funny. Let's see. Is this it? Hold on. Where'd it go? Donald, I hear you want a war with China. Media reporting this everywhere. Guess what? No deal, motherfucker. No deal, motherfucker. Oh, that's funny. Let's see what they're saying on here. Trump versus Powell. Okay, look at this. 47 versus the money printer action figure. That's funny. Where is it? Hey, Donald Trump. Hey, Jerome, would you resign if I asked you? You have to say please, please, no. Oh, shit. Okay, let me see here. Where is it? Oh, this is it.
Leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on.
Man, fuck Jay Powell, dude.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, that's fucking funny. But yeah, let me just talk about this economic calendar. Let's see here. What do we have this week? We don't really have much going on tomorrow. Next week, U.S. leading economic indicators on Monday. Well, the only thing we really have is initial jobless claims. That's really going to be, well, consumer sentiment also. But yeah, guys, I'm feeling, kind of short-term bearish. But when these rate cuts come in, we're going to be doing one thing. Print those fucking gains. But yeah, that's all I got for you. This is my, just want to do my macro outlook video, talk about some stuff. Looks like when Asia opened, we got a little pullback a little bit. So we'll see what the weekend brings, gentlemen. Tomorrow's Friday. Usually the weekend we have low volume and it's easy to manipulate these markets. So, just don't deploy all your dry powder. We might come and sweep them lows up one last time. Who knows? Or we could rip. So, with that being said, if you guys are getting any value, like and subscribe to my channel. And, we're going to make it out the Matrix, boys. We just have to keep being patient, unfortunately. This is the game where the patient, where they win. And they're trying to shake everyone out, If you're not patient, you're not going to make it in this space. That's just, it is what it is. This shit is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something that you literally have to just sit and look at data and, if you look at the long-term picture, these prices right now are, actually cheap. People think we're at the top and we're bottoming, we're going lower and all this shit. They're going to get wrecked. And they're going to be foaming back in when the money printer comes on, chasing green dildos. You don't want to chase the green dildos. You want to chase the red ones. That's how you get rich, my boy. But guys, hold down the fort.